You know what day it is?
August 2nd.
Wrong. It's another goddamn day that DC has failed to promote Blue Beetle.
DC is not promoting Blue Beetle, and they are just coming off of one of the biggest flops in cinema history. The Flash failed miserably.
Which is such a bummer because as much as I'm over superhero movies, like I'm over it. I really did want The Flash to succeed because it had so many people's work invested in it for such a long amount of time. Like it could not overcome its obstacles and
flopped.
Big ol' flopper.
Yeah.
I can't deny that there is hype in going to the movies again, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, if you don't know a movie is coming out, you're not gonna see it. Blue Beetle has gotten some marketing though, and I think the marketing it got was what they were prepared to give it for when the plan was straight to max.
So we had 2 full trailers for this, and the last one came out like a month ago, and since then it's just been pretty much completely silent.
A lot of things have happened like really quickly in the last handful of months that'll influence this film. This is one of the first movies that I think is really going to feel the brunt of the impact from the actors and writers strike. This film needed to have cast promotion. I would bet that DC and Warner Brothers were planning on that, but with these actors on strike, they're not going to be out there doing promotional work for this film. For Blue Beetle, since this is the first time he's being seen live action, having a Hispanic actor carrying a superhero film, they needed to put these kids up in front of the public and let us fall in love with them and let us have something that made us excited to go buy that movie ticket. That card got pulled out of the deck for Warner Brothers, and now I think they're flopping.
Well, and Jaime Reyes is set to return in future DC movies with the DCU. They've kind of made that decision, even though the predictions for this movie are around 120 million, but it would need 300 million to break even.
Damn.
Those are predictions, but predictions mean something, and it's not slated to perform very well at all.
I feel like the people that have seen the movie are saying that it's really good, and the lack of marketing from the production companies is making people question whether or not the performances are actually that good. Because I've seen a lot of people coming back and saying, oh, well, if they're not willing to put money into marketing, they must expect it to flop. It must be bad. They're shooting themselves in the foot, and it's not really fair to the film until we've seen it.
Well, what it really seems like is that they put so much on The Flash succeeding, meanwhile canceling projects like Batgirl and not really investing anything into the movies you have coming out other than The Flash. The Flash was the big one that they needed everyone to see, and it flopped super hard, and now there's this movie coming that could have a potential interest, but no one knows about it. No one's gonna go see it.
The only other thing they've got is Aquaman, which is already in talks of being pushed back because of the strike. So actors joining the writers on this strike is really gonna send a big message to these production companies. The first one up on the chopping block, unfortunately, is Blue Beetle. I always want to see like the creative minds behind these projects win. They win by us going to their movies, and if it's a good film, giving them that. I'd hate for people to be dissuaded from going to this movie simply because DC and Warner Brothers is failing to market it well.